This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm at Austin. And we've been celebrating the invention of single sideband back in the 1950s for many years here. And we've covered the territory of all the innovations and inventions that took place since that time. And one of them was the radio that I'm on right now. A guy back in 1956 figured out how to convert a World War II aircraft transmitter into a early phasing type single sideband exciter. He called it Cheap and Easy SSB. And this was built by KG7TR a few years ago. And then Mike decided it needed a companion homebrew vacuum tube receiver. And then he made that available to me. So that's what I've got here. And this is the only all homebrew vacuum tube station I know of nationwide that's regularly used on a net. So we'll cross all fingers and toes and make the best of it. Great to hear, everybody. I've got about 10 earlies, Jay. Why don't I take about half of them and throw it your way? And the ones I cover, you can scratch them off your list and go from there. And we'll let Doug and Rusty take some check-ins. So let me see who's here. Maybe not all of the people that were here a while ago are still here. Justin, AI5OS. Justin, you here? Well, we don't hear Justin. While I'm thinking about it, buy-sell trades are appropriate here if they're vintage radio related, and this is a great place to ask for technical advice. How about Dan? Dan, you were the second guy I heard. How about WOZ? Talk to us.
Yeah, hello, Lynn, everybody else. I won't be long. I'm operating the same old stuff. Hopefully next week I'll get a different amplifier back on, but still on the Kenwood 830 with a pair of 813s homebrew. And an inverted V and an MC50 microphone. Nothing else new here, Lynn. Happy New Year if I don't talk to you before it's over.
Yeah, we're glad to get this holiday stuff behind us, I think. Our day today, my sister had all of the family. No, my sister's daughter and her husband had a huge gathering of about 30 people at their house. And we decided we'd respond by having the grandparents, only the seniors, invited to a brunch at our house today. We had 8 of us here, and it was nice to have a smaller group. But I'm glad to move on now and let this season pass into history. All right, on down the road. OMR, Jeff, talk to us. K5LYN.
Hey, Lynn and all the boat anchors here. Good evening from W5OMR in San Antonio. Burning the same old stuff. Kenwood TS2000, not a boat anchor. I'm driving that into a Drake L7 amplifier. It is a boat anchor. And I'm feeding that into a Heathkit SA2060A tuner, also a boat anchor. My antenna's 320 feet loop of wire up there fed with 60 feet of homebrewed open wire feed line. Then it goes to a 4-to-1 balun and 75 feet of coax back to the tuner. That's a rundown here from San Antonio, then. K5LYN, W5OMR.
All right, Jeff, it's talking up a storm. Great to hear you this evening. All right, moving down the road. DPP, Sammy, you still there? You want to talk to us this evening? Well, Sammy will probably be that. How about my neighbor, TXW? Talk to us, George.
Hello, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. So I'm on the S-line gear, the same S-line gear, 32S175S330L1, sure 444, out through yet another 2060 antenna tuner to the dipole out in the woods. Everything's working. God, it's good to hear all the relays going clickety-clack, over.
Yes, it is, and it's always a fun thing to do once we get this thing going. Good to hear you, George. Anything else for the net this evening?
That's it. Everybody have a good evening. WB5TXW back to net.
All right, let me talk to my friend, AG5XP. How you doing, Kenneth? Is that something new you got on this evening?
Yeah, thank you, Lynn, for picking me up. This is Kenneth. Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa up there in Brownwood. Had an outrun a total brand new rig. This rig hadn't been on the air in 42 years. It's a Collins KWM2A hooked up to a 3001 and got a Electro Voice 619 microphone. Getting the bug worked out of it and getting that all cleaned up, and had to replace a few parts and see what it's doing. This thing sound like it ought to sound. Back to you, man.
Yeah, it does. Now, what are you using for a power supply on that?
Just got the 110 volt.
Say
They
again?
call it a 512 or whatever it is.
Okay, it's the Collins power supply, right?
Roger that. I also got the 12 volt power supply too, so I can go mobile.
Okay. All right. I've got one too, in case yours doesn't work, but mine I converted to use with a Swan, so I changed the connector. But they are beautiful pieces of work. They need to be recapped also, though, you know, right?
Roger that. Yeah, these have been sitting since 1982 was the last time they expired up. So I reformed the caps, and they would have survived, but the little rubber ends on the caps were kind of pooped out, so I replaced them, and the same ones on the 30L when I replaced them also. Did a few of the upgrades because it never had any of the upgrades. I did all that good stuff, but I got plenty of accessories to go with. I got the Super 6 speech processor and the noise blanker and the 312B-3 BFO with the watt meter and the super all the important patch switches in there. So I'm set up with the Collins rigs.
Yeah, the Collins mobile power supply was a beautiful piece of work. Hey, Jay, my frequency counter thinks I'm slipping down the band. I better quit talking and throw it your way. How about it, K5LYN?
Well, I can pick it up. If by the way, I have a rebuilt 12-volt power supply for Collins equipment that I've never used since Rusty rebuilt it for me. Right now, I don't have anything to use it on, so if anybody needs one bad enough, I might be persuaded to let them have it.
Well, they're a nice piece of equipment.
Yep. But you never know. I might find a piece of Collins there too. So anyway, it's KM5QS with the Boat Anchors Unlimited. I'm not on a boat anchor right now. I'm in between old radios. So until I find one that I can fit on the shelf, y'all have to put up with this $9.90. But my antenna and the tuner and everything from the tuner to the end of the antenna is homebrew. So anyway. All right, KC5L, Tom, your turn.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio, and tonight we're on the usual here. We're talking on the Central Electronics 200B with the D104 microphone, and it's driving the matching 600L amplifier. That's going to Johnson KW Matchbox, and a homebrew doublet up about 15 feet, and we're listening on the R390A. And hope you and everyone else had a great Christmas and a great new year to come. So back to net, KC5L.
Yeah, we had a good one. We just sat here and took a few calls from the kids and generally relaxed in peace and quiet. No, it was great, and I hope everybody else had one too. All right, Tom, thanks for checking in. We'll catch up with you next time. Let me see. November 4, UGL, Carl down there in Tampa Bay. Come on in.
Morning, brother. Name here is Carl. Call is in for UGL, and you're right, located in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. Tonight we're running trusty Yaesu FT101E. I've had this for a long time. Let's see, running it with a Turner Super Sidekick microphone. Seems to pair up half decently okay. And driving it into a Kenwood 922 amp, giving us about 1,1300 watts, give or take, and all that's going up to a fan dipole about 30 foot up in the air, give or take. So great signals coming in here at Tampa Bay. Thanks for letting me check in. And for UGL.
All right, Carl, good deal. Good signal. Everything works fine. So I'm glad you made it, and we'll look for you next week. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to keep up with my list here. Oh, there he is. Dario, November 5, Quebec Victor Fox.
Hello, Jay, rest of the net, N5QVF, Abilene, Texas, folks. We're just sitting here taking the day and just visiting with my granddaughter and just having a lot of fun. So, thanks, Jay, and see you next year.
Yeah, okay, if not before. Thanks, Dario, for checking in. We'll see you later. November 5, Whiskey Juliet Alpha. Jim, come home.
N5 WJA. I'm on my 890. headed in. So let me give it back to you, Jay, N5WJA.
Okay, Jim. Catch you in a little bit. All right, KC5WLF, Jimmy.
Well, hello there to you. Good evening, Jay and everybody. This is Jimmy, KC5WLF. My radio here is not a boat anchor. It's a FTDX10 with an RE320 microphone, but it is feeding into a boat anchor, which is a Heathkit SB200, and looks like I'm running about 600 watts peak. So it's just pumping out to an off-center fed dipole on 80 meters, and but it just seems to work. Anyway, I hope everybody's going to have a happy New Year and had a good Christmas. The weather's been kind of chilly around here. It's not really that chilly. It's 51 degrees, but in Cedar Park. But everybody sounded really good this evening, and I'm enjoying the net. Back to you, Jay, KC5WLF.
And 5JGX checking in.
Okay, Hugo. Catch you in a minute. Let me see here. KB0 UOZ. You knew I was going to say that, didn't you, Perry?
Well, I pretty much did when you said the KB, you know. That got me sitting up here in the chair. Anyhow, boy, I'd like good to hear everybody on here this evening. I think the band's in pretty good shape. Anyhow, let's see. We're kind of on the same rig we've been using the last few weeks here. Boy, I love this old thing. We're on the Heathkit SB401 transmitter, and driving going into, we've got the SB303 receiver. I had my tongue around where it belongs. Anyway, just loving this rig, man. It's like having a hybrid. It's kind of like a Kenwood hybrid. Only this 303, from the very second I turn it on, it doesn't move hardly. Maybe I might have to touch the VSO. But I mean, the old 520s and the 830s, they drifted a little bit back and forth. Anyway, this one seems to be better. Anyway, and then we're driving the 201, the SB201 Heathkit amplifier, and going out to coax and feeding a 75 meter offset fed that I'm kind of liking how it performs too. All right, I'll shut up and let you get on down the page, KB0. You host that.
Okay, Perry. Sounding good as usual. It always does. You can keep that old Heathkit stuff lit up. Thank you, sir. WB5OZZ, Mr. Don.
Good evening, it's Don, WB5OZZ, running the original 1974 TS520 I bought, and going into the amplifier at 922 Kenwood, and God, I can't think of the antenna. Double bazooka, 45 feet, over.
All right. Sounding good. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me pick up Hugo. N5JGX.
Yeah, very good, Jay. Hello to everybody in the net. And, if you pick me up and you decide to put me down gently. I don't want to get hurt anywhere. Rig here is a Kenwood TS2000 into a ALS 600 and running a KK5 DR 10 dipole special. And I guess we're running somewhere about 600 watts or so. And I'm checking in tonight and hope everybody's doing well and a happy new year. So we're probably going to be moving here soon. So if weather permitting, we may take the station down this weekend sometime. So thought I would check in tonight. If y'all don't hear me for a while, you know why. So hopefully we'll get back on the air and the antennas re-erected and a new spot here real soon. Back to you, Jay. N5JGX, over.
Okay, Hugo. Well, good luck with everything, and we'll hear you when we hear you. So thanks for checking in. Lynn, do you want me to pass it to Rusty or Doug?
Well, your choice, Jay.
You forgot me, Jay.
Oh, I did? Well, I'm sorry, Bill. Well, let me, okay, well, I'm deciding who to pass it to. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, I'm sitting out here on the bleachers. I come back from going QRPP and got a splinter. So I'm having a hard time communicating tonight. But I'm cheating. I'm on a 101 MP, but I'm running a 2-pill Alpha 77 into some sort of antenna. I can't remember what it is.
Okay. Well, I guess that 77 will have to qualify you then. All righty, Bill. Thanks for checking in.
Well, you know, I got a set of Drakes and I got a set of Swans and a few other things. I'm just too lazy to hook one up.
Okay. All righty. Let me see here. I think I'm going to pass it to Doug and let him see who he can pick up. This is JKM5QS, WB1E. Doug, it's your turn to take some if you like.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jay, and everybody on the Boat Anchor Net, and Lynn and Rusty. This is Doug, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, or better known in some circles as Woolly Booger 1 Extra. So, hey, this is the Boat Anchor's Net, and I'm going to ask if anybody would like to check in. I'm running a Swan 500 over here with an Electro Voice 638 microphone. And it's going into a Swan Mark 1 amplifier. It's a Resto mod, has a Bandit transformer and a couple, and a lowering kit. How's that? The tubes were lowered so I could get enough clearance for the cover on top. I don't want nothing arcing over, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. And the 4400 seemed to do real well when you hit them with 160 watts. They give you, right at legal limits. So, all right. Well, with that, I'm going to take some check-ins for the Boat Anchors Net. And you can start giving your calls now. I'll write down 2 or 3 of them, and then I'll pick the rest of you up. So who I got for the Boat Anchors Net? Come now.
India 5, Oscar Sierra, America, Italy 5, Oscar Sugar. Kilo.
November, Victor 5, Papa.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
Okay, thanks, guys. I got 4. I'll take Oscar Sugar first. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, good evening, folks. This is AI5OS Justin. I'm not running on a boat anchor, but I am running on an older radio. This is the first time I've really used this thing. This is a Yaesu FT1000D digital rig. It is it's putting out about 200 watts connected to an in-fed half-wave antenna. I've had this thing sitting here on the shelf for a little while. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, so I said, you know what, I at least need to kind of plug it in and give it its due. So here it is. Y'all have heard it for the first time here. I'm not even quite sure what all the buttons on the front of this thing do, but here we go. This is AI5OS.
Well, Justin, doggone it, that thing sounded really nice. You're plus 15. Everybody's plus 15 tonight. The band's in really nice shape. But I sure appreciate you checking in, Justin. Well, you know, if you have any questions, you know where to bring them, right?
Where do I bring them?
Oh, to this frequency on this night, over.
Roger. Yeah, if anybody has one of these and could kind of help me get a little bit of orientation as to what the things do, what does what on this radio as far as the front. I mean, I figured out where the VFO is. I know where the keypad is. I should try to, be fair to this thing and give it its due before I just kind of pawn it off, right?
Well, yeah, there's always a learning curve, and God knows I accept the longest learning curve of anybody I've ever known, so I thought that was just me, Justin. So, hey, thanks for checking in. What kind of radio is this again, real quick, and then give your call so everybody knows what you're looking for.
Yeah, this is a Fox Tango 1000D, Yaesu Fox Tango 1000D, over.
Okay, and you're just looking to get checked out on on its general operation. Is that it?
Yeah, just kind of wanting to figure out what does what. I figured out where the tuner button is, but how do I adjust the the sound of everybody? What can I do? What can I do? Apparently, I can run some kind of diversity receive with this thing. Because it looks like it does have a transmit and receive antenna. Obviously, it seems like it tuned up my in-fed antenna, so it's working there. Of course, my in-fed does work on the 80 meters, but I'm just trying to figure out what this radio can do and what it won't do, if that makes sense. So, anyway, this is AI5OS.
Okay, Justin, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Either email, w9fyi@me.com, or give me a call, 214-901-2302. And who knows, maybe I will trade something with it. I will trade you something for it. This is just something I thought I would try to play with.
Okay, real good, Justin. Thanks for checking in. Everybody, Justin has a brand new Yaesu FT1000 Delta. He's lucky enough to be a good owner of that. He's talking on it now, and he would like to just some assistance in getting checked out on different things like all the features on that radio. Or there's many, but certainly in the receive section, that's generally the area that he's interested in getting checked out in. And he can. I didn't get your email, Justin, but I'll just. Can they get a hold of you through QRZ email? Over.
Oh yeah, I'm good on QRZ.
Okay, he's AI5OS. So there you go, Justin. Thanks for checking in, and 7-3, and I look forward to you next time. Okay, next on the list I have a Victor Kilo. Victor Kilo, come now, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Doug and Annette. This is November 0. Golf Victor Kilo, heard up here in Nebraska. And this evening, Doug, I'm running my Galaxy 5. This is the first version of that. Came out in 1964. 5-band transceiver from Galaxy. And with that, I'm running a World Radio Labs SB44 microphone. Got the matching VFO speaker console. And I'm running that into a Galaxy 2000B matching linear amplifier. Uses 10 6LB6s. Get about 600 watts into the off-center fit antenna up 30 feet. WB1E, this is N0GBK. Thanks, Doug.
Okay, super deal. Yeah, N0GBK in Nebraska. He's got one of the most awesome Galaxy stations. Check him out on his QRZ page, N0 Golf Victor Kilo. Thanks a lot for checking in. The next one I have, I believe now, my writing sometimes is even worse than most physicians. I think I have a November United 5. Is that anywhere closer? Over.
November Victor 5 Papa.
That's it. Good evening. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Yeah, good afternoon, Doug. NV5P in Graham, Texas. We're running the same old rig, TS530S, Shure 444, and antenna's a dipole up about 50 feet. So we've got some other stuff here, a couple of boat anchor amps and such, but don't have them hooked up this afternoon. But maybe we'll get to work on those sometime. So back to you, Doug. NV5P.
Well, very good. Thank you so much. Then NV5P, November Victor 5 Papa in Graham, Texas. And what was your name, sir, real quick?
Handle here is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November.
Okay, John, real good. Well, yeah, look forward to hearing always new boat anchors on the radio, on the net, even on the radio. So, yes, I brought this thing up to 20 meters one time, and everybody said, no way, that's not no piece of junk swan. I tell them, no, it's a real nice swan. So, anyway, all right, John, take it easy, and look forward to you checking in again soon. All right, next on the list, I have a Kilo 5, Charlie Juliet, maybe? Is that anything close? I'm sorry, guys. Check in now. Kilo 5, maybe Zulu. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and take general check-in. Sorry about that. Next one, anybody want to check into the Boat Anchors Net? This is Doug, WB1E.
Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango.
November 0, November Whiskey Papa.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
Whiskey 5, Delta Alpha Mike.
Kilo India 5, Papa Mike Lima.
Okay, Papa Mike Lima. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got a bunch, guys. All right, let's start off with Whiskey X-Ray 5 Tango. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. Over.
Hey, hello, Doug, and to all the boat anchors here. Name is James. We're located in Harrison, Arkansas, and gosh, you're sounding good. I want to say hello to Lynn if he can hear me, but everybody's sounding good up here. The rig tonight, we're running a Galaxy GT 550. Got all the accessories there to go with it, most of them. I'm not as fortunate as my friend Kurt up there in Nebraska. The amplifier here is a 3001, running around 400 watts, I guess, Doug. And the microphones are sure 444. And the gosh, got a big old antenna, a big old inverted V up about 35 feet. And you sure are sounding good here in northwest Arkansas, Doug. So back to you, WB1E, WX5T 73 all.
I'm hearing you great, James.
Yeah, Lynn says he hears you great, James. Well, fantastic. You're plus 10 here in Bryan, Texas. I'll tell you, awesome signal, and my noise level's only at a F7, so 3 dB above the noise, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, thanks for checking in from Harrison, Arkansas. Yeah, plus 10. Okay, now, is there a Whiskey 8 station? A Whiskey Bravo, maybe? Okay, I have a K5 Lima Victor. Okay, I have a Delta Alpha Mike.
Yeah, this is Whiskey 5 Delta Alpha Mike. Name's Donald. I'm in Dallas, Texas. And I'm not running a boat anchor. This is an FTDX-101 Delta into a Mercury Lux, but the microphones are sure 444, over.
Well, very good, Donald. Thanks for checking in. You're plus 10 here in Bryan, Texas, and I have to say from stays from Dallas. Well, I guess it's not short hop, but it's not long hop either. Boy, the band's in great shape. Thanks for checking in, Donald. Appreciate it. And I have a Papa Mike Lima, the next station, coming out, sir.
Good evening to everybody on the net. This is Kilo India 5, Papa Mike Lima. I'm not working a boat anchor this evening. I've got a modern rig, but I checked in last week. I had some questions about a radio that I do have. It was a Bendix 9 ADF-100 automatic direction finding radio, and there was a couple guys that said that they were going to kind of check up on that radio and get back to me if they found anything out. I was looking to see if it was worth getting operating, and if anyone could help me find out who would be a good person to send that to get it working, as far as any repairs that it might need. The only date that I can find on the radio is on the transformer, and it was 1961. If anybody had anything to give me on that, please let me know.
Okay, real good. Give me your first name, sir.
My name is Levi. Lima Echo Victor India.
Okay, Levi, very good. Well, that's a pretty good one, a Bendix ADR. Well, Levi, his call is Kilo India 5, Papa Mike Lima. He has found a little piece of gold. It's a early 60s version of a automatic direction finder, and it's made by Bendix, and it probably has some contract numbers in there somewhere, probably printed on the parts. Boy, I'll tell you, those contract numbers and Navy stock numbers, they only help you get close. But if there is a customer's name, that's the first thing I'd look forward to. But folks, he said he was working with some guys that were said they could help him out, so he's just checking in. And the guy is named Levi. He's looking for information on the Bendix automatic direction finding radio. His call is Kilo India 5, Papa Mike Lima. Sound about good, Levi? Over.
Yes, sir. You got it right. Roger, roger. And I am not on QRZ, so if anybody wants to get a hold of me, let me know. I can give you a phone number or a email.
Okay, why don't you give me a phone number? I think I'm pretty good at saying numbers.
All right. Phone number is 970-759-4613. And I've taken several pictures of the radio inside and out. All of the knobs, rheostats, everything works on it except for one knob. The rheostat won't turn, and that's the sense knob. Otherwise, all of the toggle switches, everything works on it. And the toggle switches, they're about as good a feeling toggle switches that I've ever felt, and I've played with a lot of them.
Okay, folks, I'll jump in here and give you his contact phone number. It is area code 970-759-4613. Again, 970-759-4613. Okay, Levi, thanks for checking in. That sounds very interesting. Boy, yeah, I've run across even an iconoscope surplus. So, yeah, you know what one of those is. I sent it to a guy that has a museum. He says he's going to get it fired up with modern electronics. So I told him good luck. So anyway, take care, Levi. Thanks for checking in. I'll let you say one more thing since you had such an interesting post. By the way, your station's sounding great. Over.
All right. Thank you, and thank you to all those on the net. I'd appreciate any help. Y'all have a good one. 7-3 KF5 CML.
Okay, hey, Rusty, I'm gonna release the reins and let you ride this carriage into town. Are you ready? Over.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Rusty.
Hey, Doug.
Rusty, K5LT Lyle is in there.
Okay, yeah. All right, this is WK5R with Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. I'm running the usual stuff, the Kenwood TS590, the Tascam TM70 microphone, homebrew tuner, homebrew GF35B amplifier, and homebrew fan dipole at 50 feet. That's where we are here. So, K5LT, go ahead, Lyle.
Well, good evening, Rusty, and everybody else on the net. This is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo, K5LT. I'm located northeast of Bernie, Texas, out in the beautiful hill country. And tonight I am running the usual. I am running the Heatkit SB101 into a Heatkit SB221 amplifier out to a double six up antenna running through the cedar trees. And I hope everybody had a great Christmas. We had a good Christmas here. Half the kids were home, the other half were out running around with other family. And so we're all good. Looking forward to New Year's. So getting ready to watch a football game tonight. Watch the A&M play Oklahoma State. So had kids at both of the schools, so they're all interested in it, and I'm stuck in the middle paying the bills. So that's what we're doing this evening. So back to you, Rusty. K5LT.
All right, sounding good as usual there, Lyle. We'll catch you next time. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 0, November Whiskey Papa. Kilo 5 Delta Hotel
WP, go
Echo.
ahead. November 0, November Whiskey Papa, go ahead.
Good evening, everybody on the net there. This is Dennis, 70NWP up in Rogersville, Missouri. I've got several boat anchors, Galaxies and Swans and so on, but I'm on a TS430 tonight, which I guess you don't consider a boat anchor, I don't know. Anyway, using the MC85 microphone into a 80-meter loop, barefoot.
Okay, well, you're making it down here just fine. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you next time. Good trip from Missouri. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
K5 Delta Hotel Echo.
K5DHE, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Name's Jim over in Granbury, Texas, and tonight we're running a Tintec 540, and it's going into an afterburner, an SB200. Antenna's a Buckscom antenna, and the antenna tuner is a Heathkit 2040 tuner. Over.
Roger, roger. Well, everything's working for you. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you next time. Okay, who is next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
What kind of signal reports K5DHE get?
K5DHE, I guess it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you give me a signal report? How does this thing sound?
It sounds good here. You're about an inch 9.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. I don't know whether I got this amp tuned correctly or not.
Well, whatever, it's working. I'm not having no trouble hearing you.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody out there anywhere for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, come now.
Hey, Rusty, I got a question for Doug. I don't know if I'm transmitting or not.
Hey, you are, Bill. Go ahead and holler at him.
Hey, Doug, did you say you was on a Swan 500?
Yeah, hello, Bill. Yeah, I'm talking on a Swan 500. How you doing?
What did they do to fix the transmit where it's not 2 kcs wide?
Oh, that's just that's it's like voodoo audio. If I told you, I'd have to. You know what? No, it's not what they did. It's what I did. It's just running a very, very nice 12AX7. It's a Telefunken 12AX7 that combined with the 638 really makes it sound nice.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Telefunken tubes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because normally they don't, and I've got probably I've got 3 sets of 600s and God knows what else, 500s and 700s. But that one's wider than normal, and I just couldn't figure out why.
Well, I would have to say that it has something to do with the drift in the crystal oscillator. I have done 0 alignment on this radio, so I'm not responsible. Anyway, thanks a lot for the comments, Bill.
Oh, and I'm not being critical. I want mine to sound like that.
Well, I've heard quite a few people comment on the quality of the audio, and I can't talk because my smile's just overtaking my lips. How's that?
There you go. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to widen my 600s out, but you have accomplished what I'm trying to do.
Well, do you know how wide I am?
3K.
Okay.
Exactly. 3K on a boat anchor radio is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. Now you got me wondering. So, the modulation set at right about 10:30. Well, thanks, guys. You guys really made my night. I appreciate it, Bill. And if I can help you at all, and now you got me interested because I'm always looking for something else in this chassis model number. I guess you could say 500. Or something old like the larger 700, I think. Not the newer stuff, but I always like to kind of compliment my Swan collection. I'll just say that. Well, thanks for checking in. I'll sit here on the side, WB18.
Thank you so much for coming back to me. I'm hunting a 420 VFO, too, if you come across one of those.
Are you any good at working on signets?
A little bit, yeah.
I may have a job for you. N5JJI, he is sitting on his very little pretty one, and I think he's looking for some assistance. Or you can just take the whole chassis and do what your magic is and hand him a price.
Roger. Well, my problem is I hate to work on other people's stuff because I don't never know when I'm going to have time to fix it. But we'll talk after the net sometime. Let me let you finish up the net. N5, good question.
All right. 7-3.
Okay. I might have one of those VFOs. I'll have to go check and see what the one is I got. But anyway, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Let me know which one you got, Rusty. I need some.
Okay, I'll go look and see.
There ain't no hurry, but,
anyway,
I won't get it till
As soon as I get through here, I'll go look and see.
Jeez.
Okay, I don't hear anybody else, so K5LYN, WK5R. Get your turn again, Lynn.
Very well done, Rusty. K5LYN here. You and Doug did some big talking. This is K5LYN returning. I doubt that my weenie 400 watts that these 2811As put out is going to pick up anybody that you guys didn't hear. But we'll play a little make-believe here and see if anything happens. The other odd thing about this radio is the 1625s in the final of this World War II chassis generate enough heat to pull the oscillator a little bit when I talk very long. So it tends to slip down the band. That's why I don't talk a long time here. But it's fun to play with this toy anyway and have visions of being in a bomber over Germany once in a while. All right, this is K5LYN, Lynn and Austin on the cheap and easy SSB from 1956. Anybody else want to talk to us this evening? I suspect the territory has been covered, at least by this station. Jay, you want to give it another round?
Oh, I can give it a shot. I saw a big carrier come in there just a second ago, so you never can tell. It's been interesting. So far, 27 check-ins. That's only counting the ones that answered. But anyway. All right, folks. This is Boat Anchors Unlimited. We may be winding down unless there's somebody out there we missed we hadn't talked to yet. If so, come now.
WB6RIG.
I'm sorry, say your call again a little slower.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Romeo, Italy, Germany.
Okay, that's a cool call. WB6RIG. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, original novice call, by the way. It's not a vanity call. Heard through Hugo that you guys are meeting here, so hopefully I don't have a boat anchor, but it is getting older. I'm running a original 735 here. I'm the original owner, so and yes, the door is still on it, and running it to a doublet up at about 30 feet, about 132 feet long. And my apologies, I'm running 100 watts. Kind of nosing around for an amplifier, but we'll see. I'm looking at solid speed also, as far as amplification. The name is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, near Bastrop, Texas, and just checking in to say hello and get QRU. Back over to net control.
Okay, Gary, good deal. Yeah, at 735, I had one of those way back yonder. So when you said the door's still on it, I was saying, yeah, he's got one, because that's the first thing everybody always asks. But anyway, those are pretty good rigs. I had to adjust mine, recalibrate it one time, take the top off and get underneath that heat sink and that little, anyway, whatever. But you're sounding good, Gary. Come on back, because even if you don't have a boat anchor rig, if you're interested in what we're doing, that's all it takes. So thanks for checking in.
I've got a little bit of raspy audio on 40 and 80, and that's attributed to the VCO, and apparently the original trimmers in the VCO were plastic, and you need to get them to ceramic and then align the VCO. So I've got the trimmers coming now, and two of them are ceramic, and the others are plastic. I don't know why, but they did that. So there you go. Back over to you. I appreciate being able to check in with this little puny signal that I've got here.
Okay, Gary. No problem. I'm only, Bastrop, so I'm about 200 miles south of you, so you're not that far away. Anyway, well, thank you, sir, for checking in. And good luck on the repairs there. But it's 100 watts is working this evening. Thank you, sir.
You betcha.
All right. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Bravo, India.
Oh, that sounds like, yeah. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, Jay, and everybody on Boat Anchors Net. This is James, AF5PI, and I'm talking on a Icon 746 Pro. Running it through a Marathon AL80A, through a Gamescom tuner, and a homemade modified
K5G5RV, about 30 feet up in there. I guess that's about it. Maybe that's simple.
Okay, James, thanks for checking in. All righty, we'll give her one more shot. Anyone else?
W5DAM.
Oh, hello, Donald.
Hello, Jay. I just wanted to say that there's sure 444D is for sale if anyone's interested. So I'm good on QRZ. Over.
Oh, okay. All right, folks. Donald, Whiskey 5 Delta Alpha Mike, somewhere up around North Texas, has got a Shure 444D for sale microphone. And he's good on QRZ under his call sign, Whiskey 5 Delta Alpha Mike. So if you're interested, you can shoot him an email and y'all can work it out.
Thank you, Jay.
Sure, Donald. No problem. All right, folks. Anyone else?
There we go.
Yeah, who dat?
This Kenneth, AG5XP.
Oh, go ahead, Kenneth.
We've got a question here. I've this caller set up at a microphone, 619 microphone, but I just wonder what microphone is pretty worth fitting these AWM2, but this don't sound like it should, or need something different.
Sounds good.
Well, it sounds pretty good. It's a little gravelly. I'm not sure whether you sound like maybe you've got a cold or something. But most of the electro voice mics should work pretty well with it if they're set on a high impedance. The 664 works real well, or the 664A, either one, as well as the 638s, and there's a number of them, but any of them should work well with it.
I think I just plan going out like we had that one in the rig up there, like they've been set for 40 plus years. I'm still let it cook for a while before I even get to doing the alignment or pitching on it. But I just wonder if there's anything anywhere close to what it should sound like.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. I had I'm trying to remember whether it was on a KWM2 or on a 32S1, but I had a problem with the audio on mine, and right behind where the microphone plugs in, inside the radio, there's a resistor that goes to ground, and coming off the audio stuff, and a capacitor, a ceramic disc cap. You might check those and see if they're out of spec or whatever. Because I remember I changed them on a 32S1, I think it was. It should be about the same deal. And it made a tremendous improvement on it, according to what Lynn and them told me anyway.
Hey, Roger, yeah, I saw that on the document. A branding resistor, I forget what the value is. I think the capacity drop there. A couple of companies capacity, but I might give them a check and make sure they're within spec. Appreciate it.
That thing sounds really good over in Mississippi. I'd be proud of it.
Okay, well, that's good. It may be conditions between me and him, too, Bill, so I don't know. But never hurts to look. All right, anyone else for the net before I give it back to... Who would I give it to? I don't know. I could give it to Doug or I could give it to Rusty, whichever one of them wants to pick it up. But anyone else come down?
Mention your call sign.
I'm sorry?
What's your call sign?
My call sign is Kilo Mike 5 Quebec Sierra. Okay. Oh, Rusty, pick it up.
Okay, Jay. You're still listening to, this is WK5R, you're still listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. We're getting about ready to shut the door. So if there's anybody else out there that wants to check in before we shut the door, come now. click, click, but that was about it. All right. One more time. Anybody else out there before we shut the door? Come now. I hear nobody, so appreciate everybody checking in, and we'll catch you next week. This is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and return the frequency to normal amateur abuse.
Happy
and by
New
the way,
Year,
Bill,
comers,
that
KM5QS.
BFO that I got is the 420.
And what a great net it was. 7.3s all the way around. K5LYN.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm sorry, Rusty, I doubled with you there. What you were trying to tell Bill something?
Yeah, I was telling him. By the way, that is the VFO, the Swan VFO that I got is the 420.
Right, Joe. Well, just put my name on it. We'll figure something out at Belton. The one I really want's a 330, but I'll take a 420.
Okay. Yeah, the 420 is one that actually matches the 400.
Yeah. The 330 is the one. I give you the wrong number, but I'll still take it because I'm sure I got something laying around here to work with.